What's good, everybody? What's good? And welcome back. Welcome to Duality 7X. Guys, if you're here for some real fight context, real legacy talk, no fluff, no fillers, no biasness, just pure hype-driven narratives, then you guys are definitely at the right place, guys. So I'm your host. I'm Shiraz, and we're ready. I don't know if you guys. I hope you guys are okay. I hope you guys are doing well, and you don't have any severe hangovers or anything like that from Super Bowl. Not sure if you guys watched the Super Bowl or not, but I'm assuming most of you guys did. That was definitely one for the ages. And look, I have to apologize, guys. I don't know, something kind of screwy happened with the YouTube settings. I had a video that was supposed to come out yesterday. It wasn't scheduled for yesterday, so I scheduled it for today. But something happened. Some wires got kind of crossed somewhere, and then instead of, because I usually post one video every day, instead two videos came out yesterday. And all in all, I was thinking, okay, well, today's video is covered. I got a video that I just did fresh, and no. So that's why I apologize that this video is coming out a little bit late. But anyhow, we're back on track, and that's the most important thing. So as promised, I mean, I'd love to talk about Super Bowl with you guys, but maybe for another time. But as promised, I did talk about wanting to do a video, okay, on KnuckleMania 6 that featured none other than former UFC World Heavyweight Champion Andrei Arlovski taking on another fellow past competitor, Ben Rothwell. And all of this, guys, was for the bare knuckle championship. And guys, sometimes fighting for the gold, having that gold around your waist, there's no better feeling. Andrei Arlovski is 47 years old, guys. And look, he didn't just win a belt at KnuckleMania 6. He essentially closed off a rivalry. He closed off his chapter in his book, validated a second career, and reminded the entire world in combat sports about the importance of longevity. Okay, when paired with discipline, this is part of the makeup and the success of Andrei Arlovski, but you know, this guy is built from a different pedigree. He is championship material. And I mean, for a man who survived cancer 3 times and to be a former world champion in another organization, be it the UFC, and then come to bare knuckle fighting and win a championship, win gold in this organization, that tells you a lot, especially at his age. Okay, so kudos to Andrei Arlovski. He's achieved what a lot of people only dream of. And yeah, Saturday night was one for the ages for himself. And look, he's fought Ben Rothwell before. Okay, they're no strangers to each other. But this time, he didn't just beat Ben Rothwell; he totally outclassed Ben Rothwell, even at his age. And I keep making reference to Andrei Arlovski's age because, yes, that is the elephant in the room. Usually people after the age of 34 technically are old when it comes to athlete age, and 47 is definitely up there. But yeah, Andrei Arlovski keeps on kicking and keeps on ticking. So he's now 3-0, guys. 3-0 against Ben Rothwell across 2 different combat sports. Ben Rothwell and Andrei Arlovski fought in the MMA. And they had some battles, guys. And then again for the 3rd time here in KnuckleMania 6 for the World Championship gold. So BKFC, guys, KnuckleMania 6. The former UFC heavyweight champion was just, he was so special. He completely sliced and diced his way. Stopping Ben Rothwell essentially via TKO. Due to 2 cuts, like nasty cuts at 1 minute and 14 seconds in round number 2, and essentially they called it He couldn't continue, and that's it. The heavyweight gold went to Andrei Arlovski. So this was their first meeting in bare knuckle boxing. But yeah, these guys had some battles. If you guys remember, if you guys don't remember, then check it out. I'm sure there's some stuff online. But these guys definitely are true combatants, two warriors. And they collided for the third time, guys, and all in favor for Andrei Arlovski. Now, Rothwell came in as the reigning bare knuckle fighting championship heavyweight champion. Riding momentum after bulldozing his way through the entire division, guys. So Ben Rothwell had an unbelievable career thus far in bare knuckle fighting. He's a big dude, very, very hard to contend with. And I mean, essentially, when these guys locked horns, I'm talking about him and Arlovski, right from the opening round, something was evidently clear. Arlovski was definitely faster. He was quicker. He had the crispier, sharper, cleaner strikes. He was definitely more decisive. Yeah, I thought in round number one, Arlovski was, had some really good forward pressure. He was, he was making Ben Rothwell kind of earn it, fight for it, and every time it seemed like Ben Rothwell was trying to land himself. He did land some good clean strikes, but there was always an answer from Andrei Arlovski's side, and he essentially walked Rothwell down, shoving him into the ropes, which are not a place that you guys want to be, especially when it comes to bare knuckle fighting, guys. If you guys know anything about boxing, the ropes are not where you want to be, and it's not good, because that's usually the area that your opponent is going to start tagging you, hitting you with shots, uppercuts. They're just going to peg you off, punch after punch after punch, and it's an opportunity to use the ring as a leverage for the opponent. Use the ropes as a leverage so that they can get those clean shots in. And with bare knuckle fighting, you don't have that padding behind your fist, so those shots come in a lot more brutal, a lot more difficult, and not fun at all. So anyhow, Arlovski landed the cleaner shots between the two. He landed some really nice combos as well. And I mean, look, Rothwell is the kind of guy that if you know anything about him, he's known for his brutality. He comes out, he's purely chaotic, and he looked unusually kind of hesitant. I mean, remember, if you guys have been following his career, and I'm not talking about the MMA, but if you've been fighting Ben Rothwell's career here in the bare knuckle fighting, I wasn't lying when I said he bulldozed his way through the entire division. He literally steamrolled over his opponents. But for whatever reason, facing Arlovski, he looked out of his element. He really looked hesitant, and that was costly, because that's not a guy that you want to wait against. Arlovski's a trained assassin. He will finish you, and he'll finish you quick. If you even give him a little bit, he'll take a lot. So round number two, when these guys met face to face, Arlovski's accuracy started to really show forth. Those clean strikes that I was talking about opened up a really nasty gash, a nasty cut, on Beth Rothwell, and that all happened in the final seconds of the round. And then right after that, Arlovski comes right in with the beautiful combination, guys, that essentially stunned Rothwell and made him stumble backward into the ropes, and he got tattooed pretty badly there. He didn't go down, but he was definitely visibly hurt. And this is the thing about bare knuckle fighting, guys, because this is a brutal sport. I mean, yeah, you can have all the skills, all the boxing skills. You could, you could be a really trained fighter, but if when you don't have any padding on your fist, so you're really at the mercy of how strong you punch, and the cleaner the strikes that you have, the more effective they're going to be, especially against your opponent. So Arlovski just continued to beat down Rothwell to like a pulp. His Arlovski's timing was never questionable. He had great timing. His footwork was good. He looked very youthful. He looked very graceful in the ring, and I was actually pleasantly surprised because usually people at the age of 47, and look, this isn't his only fight that he had in the longest time. Sparring sessions are also classified as fights. Whenever fighters train, they're fighting. They're going up against real live opponents. I mean, those things happen, and those things can hurt. So as he started to beat the pulp out of Ben Rothwell, they had to call in a doctor. He was called in again, and after looking at Ben Rothwell, the doctor called it off. The doctor said no, he can't continue, and then the referee basically stopped it. It was a technical knockout, and we had a new world champion. So again, this isn't just another win for Andrei Arlovski. This is kind of like a legacy reinforcement, right? Again, he's calling out, he's telling people he's here to stay. And super happy about being the champion. And at 47 years old, Arlovski is undefeated since leaving the UFC in 2024. It wasn't long ago, guys. It was only a couple years, and that we haven't seen him in the octagon. But I mean, he's won 4 straight fights by stoppages. Across bare knuckle fighting, dirty boxing championship, and exhibition boxing. So he's been keeping himself busy, lots of boxing, and I think Arlovski honestly has found a new home. I mean, now as the world champion, he is going to be challenged, and he is going to have to fight the mandatories that come up. But remember, he's been around, guys, and he's no stranger to boxing. He's a very dangerous man, and anyone who crosses his path is going to tell you that if they live to tell about it. So it wasn't. A lot of people are saying this isn't about survival fighting. I mean, this is controlled violence, and call it as you see it, guys. Bare knuckle fighting is in a class of its own. Only for the serious. There's a lot of boxers that are absolutely fantastic at boxing. They put on master classes, boxing clinics against their opponents, but there's a lot of those fighters that I don't think would even fare well. They wouldn't even last 1 minute in bare knuckle fighting. This is for a different kind of pedigree, a different class of fighters, true combatants, warriors. It really takes a lot of fortitude to be able to get into that ring, to know that you're going to be fighting with no padding, no real means to be able to protect yourself. And it really truly is a warrior style kind of sport. And so for Rothwell, I mean, he tore through the BKFC division and competition. He captured the heavyweight title in his 4th fight. So he was a force to be reckoned with, right? So this loss that he had against Arlovski doesn't mean it's career ending for Rothwell. Guys like Rothwell are tried, tested, and proven. He'll be back. He'll come back stronger. He'll fight somebody. Depending on the outcome of that, we might even see a rematch, right? So this is going to be interesting to see what's happening. But it's honestly, this is all about familiarity. Arlovski has always been Ben Rothwell's problem. But both of these guys, they're incredibly talented and great fighters. So I expect to see a lot out of them during this year. And look, if you want to know anything about these guys' history, these guys' rivalry dates back to back in 2008. Okay, so that's a long time ago, guys. And Arlovski essentially stopped Rothwell via 3rd round TKO. Back in 2008, and then almost 10 years later, Arlovski won again, and then this time by unanimous decision at a UFC event on ESPN. So now that these guys fought again, and this time in a different sport, in bare knuckle fighting, Arlovski had Ben Rothwell's number yet again. So that was really interesting, guys. And now here we are, 2026. Things are unchanged, but different rules, same outcome. But I expect a lot more. I expect to see Ben Rothwell back on his feet and again, mowing down the division until he gets that opportunity for a rematch. And then, yeah, Lorenzo Hunt, he also fought on the card. He knocked out David Mundell in round number 4. And then in round number 5, John Garbarino. Everyone probably knows his name. He stopped Kane Tomlinson Jr. And again, that happened in round number 5. It was not a bad card, guys. I was actually pleasantly surprised. But make no mistake, KnuckleMania 6, I mean, it's definitely going to be remembered for Andrei Arlovski proving that experience, timing, his footwork, his discipline, his ability to train and get motivated and have that laser beam focus. All of that is his success. And success, I tell everybody, is when preparedness meets opportunity. In this case, Andrei Arlovski was able to exhibit all of those things and above. So he clearly had the momentum. So yeah, guys, I mean, at 47 years old, Arlovski is something else, man. He just added another belt to his Hall of Fame career. And he did it in a completely different sport. How many people can do that, right? So let me know in the comments where you guys fit with this and the rankings, his legacy. Did you guys even watch it? Do you guys even care? Bare knuckle fighting is not for everybody, guys. There's a lot of boxing fans because there's some similarities with boxing, of course, with the technique and the style, but the ring is different, and obviously no padding. Rules are slightly different. But there's a lot of boxing fans that I've spoken to who don't like bare knuckle fighting at all. And they want it banned because of its brutality and its viciousness. But then there's some other people on the flip side who absolutely love it. So, guys, tell me what your thoughts are. I'd love to. I'm going to read your thoughts and comments. Please put them below. And if you want more breakdowns like this, please make sure you're subscribed to Duality 7X. Smash the like and subscribe. Share this with your friends. Hit the notification so you never miss a beat. And I look forward to catching you guys on the next one.